The umpire holds the footy aloft. The big men fly. Martin cops some unwanted attention. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Rucks go at it. That's a bruising tackle. Mundy charges onto it. Handballs it to nobody. Got to get rid of it. Can he find a teammate? Franklin uses the body well.
They should be on the board with a goal.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
Away we go once more. Marshall with the tap. Martin looking for two in a row. Brown wins the contest hands down. Franklin has marked in front of goal.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Bonner tasked with the kick in. Swallow has a vice-like grip. Ignoring the corridor for now. Hind. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Collins takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. Martin. On centre wing. Can he hit a target? Scrimshaw clears the area. Hawkins. He's caught. Mundy going at his first, and he's got it.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
Back in the middle. Martin trying to find a path. Brown. That's one for the highlights reel. Searching kick. Scrimshaw had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. His field kicking is normally first rate. Fisher in the clear. He's hit up the lead. Goes very wide. Darcy with the intercept mark. They're all over them early. Good thinking and good execution too. You can see their confidence growing. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Darcy, Brown. What can he do with it? Sloan, only a behind.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
The ball's been living at one end.
They'll be off to a flyer if this goes through.
Set sail for home, and he is delivered.
These defenders might be in for a long day if their midfield doesn't start working harder.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Brown has it within range. What's he got on offer? Switkowski takes the mark and can extend the margin.
To make it effectively a 5-goal game.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drawn it.
That will do his conference the world of good to start like that.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. Martin, he's run into trouble. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Marshall with a deft tap. Somehow released the ball. Campbell, it's a tough game. Gets up high and manages to hold on. Sensational grab. Doesn't often waste it. Gee, they're playing well. They'll take the patient approach. Reed closed him down. Hurley, an ill-directed hand pass. It's a hot footy. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Good ruck work. Mundy. Might be time for one more score here. Crunching tackle. Hurley wins it back. Great mark. No short options, so he'll roost it long down the line. Collins. Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other, clearly. But there's a long way to go. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Sometimes there is such a thing as getting ahead too far too soon. Having a sizable lead can change your mentality, make you conservative or perhaps complacent. They'll expect a response from their opposition, but they just need to keep doing what's got them into such a great position.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Kicks laterally. Reed. Good handball. Yo. Thought his way through it. Manages to find a teammate. Cripps. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
If this lead grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. They'll compete inside the 50. Franklin, great hands there.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
They're really opening them up. Right now, they have no answers to the onslaught.
It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Martin leading from the front. They're huffing and puffing. Scrimshaw making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Marshall had his measure today. Mundy couldn't stick the tackle, fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He's off target.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Hine brings it back in. The kick was centimetre perfect. He's completely shanked it. Scrimshaw picking their way through. Schonberg. That might attract a pack. No one can mark. Yo. He's been busy so far. No one can mark. And they see it out.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
It's not always as simple as win more ball and win the match, but it looks that way today.
Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Martin, he's gone.
He had prior opportunity.
He might have thought about the corridor. Darcy read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Kicks to space. Franklin farms it out. Reed. Who's at home? Defence 101 there. Broom. Terrific forward pressure. Hine. Scrimshaw gets his kick despite the heat. Darcy read that well. Looking to extend this margin. Switkowski is the target and he marks.
He'll have to give it his all.
That'll go close. I tell you what, it's better than close. It's a goal.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Martin, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Swallow. Harms. He'll be sore in the morning. That's a dreadful hand pass, truth told. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. He'll be happy with that.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. This is a hotly contested footy. Hine tries to spike it out of the danger zone. He ran into a brick wall. Couldn't get an effective disposal.
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on, didn't dispose of it correctly.
Plays the percentages. Centering ball. Hogan. Too big, too strong, too good.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Brown at centre half forward. What a game he's having. Punched away.
Rushed over, and now they can reset.
McIntosh to bring it back in. Sheed. That's good work rate. Clever kick. And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Time to check in with Gary.
I remember the days when coaches would rip into the players for playing like that. I don't think that happens much anymore, but you couldn't blame a coach for being deeply frustrated with this sort of performance. Too much is being left to far too few at the moment.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
For the first of the second half.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Well, it's one thing to take the contested mark, but another to have the composure to finish off your good work.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Delivers it inside 50. Lace out. Great footy. Heads for the pocket. Hawkins. Dangerous to leave on his own.
Kicking at his first.
Can he bend this through? Yes, he can.
We shouldn't be surprised. How many times do we see him take those half chances?
Underway once more. Marshall looking for territory. They have a good understanding, those two. Windhager ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. I've liked his game today. Atkins couldn't quite. Spills out in the tackle.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
Playing for pride now. Turned over on centre wing. Inside 50 with the kick. Brown gets to the front spot.
He'll take something special, but maybe it's that kind of day.
Heads towards goal and does not let them down.
Anything seems possible for them today. They are having a day out.
The big men fly. Martin, that's a bruising tackle. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Marshall is giving him a bath. Mundy, he's under close attention. Martin, quality delivery by foot.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment. The other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
They've got no answers for him. He's too big, too strong, too good.
Marshall gets his hand to it. Martin, Brown might fancy himself here. They're playing with purpose and poise. Sloan had his name written all over it.
Can he deliver? You back him more often than not.
Good-looking kick, that'll do. It's a goal.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
Marshall showing his skills. Martin. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. The two big men do battle. Mundy met solidly. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Marshall wins the tap. Good tackle. Great tackling technique there. Rucks go at it. Campbell. Conservative kick. Atkins. Bazzo. He put himself in the line of fire. Daniels. Hearn comes over the top and holds on. Away he goes. They'll bide their time. No one can mark. And we'll have a throw in.
What are your thoughts, Gary?
It'd be great to see both sides play a more adventurous brand of footy and go after the game. It's been a little dull today.
Marshall wins the tap. Martin, he's caught. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Punch clear. Gathers at half-back. They've got winners all over the park. Campbell, he'll feel that one. Bazzo. Collins is like the Rock of Gibraltar. He's generally a good kick. Marshall lays it off. Sloan brushes aside the would-be tackler. Navigated the traffic. Franklin, he's put them to the sword today. And that's number 5.
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Marshall with a deft tap. He's stopped in his tracks. The umpire says he had no prior. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Marshall wins it down. Terrific tackle. Hawkins into the action again already. Sloan, he can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray. He's off. Fisher with the footy. Hawkins trying to bring the Crummers into play.
The coach's post-match press conference will be interesting. It's been a horrible display.
Who can get the clearance? Martin, Hawkins. It's a desperate tackle. Brilliant fend-off. It's a goal.
They've smashed the 100 and there's still time for more.
Marshall wins the hit out. Martin, Brown, might be just outside his range. Into the pocket he goes. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
He's already got one. Now he's got two.
Well, what more can you say? We're running out of superlatives here.
Marshall has rucked tirelessly. Martin. They're still cracking in hard, deep into this match. Good ruck work. Mundy. He's run into trouble. No way through there, and they'll reset. Marshall wins the tap. Mundy. Martin. Forward they go again. Fisher runs onto it. What can they generate? Collins intercepts on centre wing. Just has to hit a target. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper. Maybe he could have gone himself. Second effort needed. Scrimshaw desperate to win it back. Marshall, it fell into his arms. Mundy, well done. Gives him a good old-fashioned don't argue. Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score. Bonner to bring it in. He's hit up the lead. The aerialists will battle for this ball. No one can mark. Yo is cool under pressure. Useful hand pass. Just had to get it out. Hawkins. Martin. It's there!
They were looking likely to score for a little while. Finally, they found a way through.
Marshall had his measure today. Martin. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Mundy, a bit of a panicked handball. He just keeps racking up disposals. Franklin takes the mark and can extend the margin.
Straight in front, should not miss.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
And that was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body. Then went back and put it straight through the middle.
Marshall wins it out of the centre. Martin, Hine, picks off the pass. Bazzo. Good kick. Reed spoils. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. Collins had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Hine with the big fist. She cops some unwanted attention. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Marshall wins the hit out. Mundy, so influential today. He'll be annoyed by that. Inside 50 with the kick. Hearn showing why he's such a good defender. Can they get something going? That's an impressive mark. Slick hands. Hurley running in support. They're a delight to watch. That'll be play on. Their ball movement has been impressive. Darcy. They're bloodthirsty today. Brown has a vice-like grip. Hogan is like a magnet in that forward line.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough?
He's just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Martin, he'll be sore in the morning. The umpire calls for it as full-time approaches. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Knew the tackle was coming. He's everywhere at the moment. Franklin takes a beauty.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
They've slammed on 6 for the quarter now. It's been an impressive display of attacking football.
100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. They'll enjoy the review of this match. There were some interesting things said during the week, but now it's time for actions. Marshall wins the first ruck contest. Martin. That's a bit of a waste. He's wrapped up. The umpire will have it. The two big men do battle. Martin displaying great endeavour. Parker is there to save the day. He's completely shanked it.
Sometimes footy comes down to who makes the fewest mistakes. That was a shocker.
Is anyone home? That's a strong mark. Heads for the pocket. Franklin looms large as usual.
For the perfect start.
It looks a good kick. It is. They've got the first.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
Martin met solidly. Mundy. Reed takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
This is exactly what they would have hoped for early in the match. Scoreboard pressure.
So they've got a couple now and they're looking dangerous. Got to get rid of it. Franklin is the man on the spot and is marked.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
Set sail for home, and he is delivered.
These defenders might be in for a long day if their midfield doesn't start working harder.
It's all one way so far. Rucks go at it. Martin feeling the heat. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Mundy desperate to win it back. He's been busy so far. Brown lurking menacingly. Switkowski. It's a goal.
It's a gift, really, and he's taken full advantage.
One team's come to play and the other, well, they might as well be rolling out of bed. Couldn't find a way through. Gaff, he ran into a brick wall. Marshall goes goalward, and he's off target. Burton with the footy, honours the lead. Can they get something going? Walters. He's generally a good kick. Hearn wins it back. Great mark. Normally delivers. Martin. That's skillful. Switkowski. They'll bide their time. Thilthorpe spoils. Kennedy. He'll field that one. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Can he be the fire starter? Davis wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Yo. Gaff has it now on centre wing. Good tackle. Not a lot of space to work with. Kennedy in the right spot at the right time. Brockman is hard to beat one-on-one.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
He's usually very accurate, and that was no exception. Great play.
They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. The big men fly. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Marshall, Hawkins, under pressure. He's run into trouble. Kennedy reads the play so well. What's he got on offer? Walters. It's a hot footy. Heads towards half forward. Maynard, ever reliable. Clever kick. They've opened them up here. Handballs it to nobody. Cripps gathers it cleanly on the wing. He's lost it.
Must be holding the ball, and it is.
Through the centre square he goes. Mitchell kicks to space. Quality delivery by foot. Takes the logical option. Kennedy, what can he do with it? Looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
You sense the momentum has shifted. Martin needing support. Hawkins, he's suddenly a popular man. Thilthorpe absorbs the pressure. Kicks inside the forward 50. Hearn tries to spike it out of the danger zone. One behind.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
An absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close.
Hopefully both coaches will be more offensively minded now and try to generate some run and carry. Both sides are capable of hitting the scoreboard regularly, and it takes a different emphasis and some smarter decision-making to get that happening.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
Might be just out of range.
This is a big kick. It'll make the distance, but the accuracy isn't there.
Nothing wrong with having a go, but it might have been a better option to set that one up to the top of the square.
Back into play. Good work rate. He doesn't waste many. Ignoring the corridor for now. Not his finest moment. Searching kick. Sloan got to the right position and hung on. Can he hit a target? Franklin dishes it off. Going at his first, and he's got it.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
It's a comfortable margin, but they wouldn't want to rest on their laurels. Martin, Sloan, Hawkins, Brown. He's got it!
Going on their merry way here. This could be over by half-time.
Well, if they weren't concerned before, they should be now. Martin leading from the front. Brown is a beacon in that forward line. Going at his second. Franklin gets to the drop, and they'll get the goal in the end.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
He's going for it. I think he's docked it. It's a magnificent kick.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Good thinking and good execution, too. Sloan has a way of drawing the footy.
Going at his second.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Martin throws it on the boot. Brown at centre half forward. A good kick here, and they'll be in business.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Sloan has 2 today. Make it 3.
They've got 5 for the quarter now, and there's time for more too.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Martin, it's a tough game. Mundy, Sloan, Darcy. He can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray. They've struggled to get it past the centre. That's an impressive mark. Probing ball. Incisive handball. Thought his way through it.
He'd like to have that one back.
Bit of a nothing kick. Franklin. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Brown has marked in front of goal.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
I want to get it in his hands as much as I can with finishing like that.
Back in the middle. Marshall is giving him a bath. Martin on the same page as his ruck. Brown is so strong one-on-one. Can he find a teammate? Hogan commands the footy.
Kicking at his first.
They get full value for a deep entry.
We've got away from them in this term, and they'll be hard to pull back the way they're playing.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Martin absorbing the pressure. Brown has it within range. Hogan takes the mark and can extend the margin.
Well, fancy his chances.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Time to check in with Gary.
If you're a neutral, well, of course we are, the first half wasn't the contest we'd hoped for. We've got one side functioning at a high level, very cohesive, very skillful, and the other side has been left in their wake, seemingly with few ideas. If they don't try something different, the second half will be more of the same.
Couldn't agree more, Gary. Thanks for that. It's a goal!
They're really opening setting them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. That's a bruising tackle. Hawkins, Marshall, stripped of the footy.
Tries to take him on and loses.
Doesn't often waste it. Zeeble, good vision there. Parker, they cannot keep him quiet. Walters, marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
He should have the distance, but I'm not sure he has. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. It's a dominant display. No short options, so he'll roost it long down the line. Peatling, playing for pride now. Oh, my word! Up and away! I've liked his game today. It's there!
The Avalanche has at last been halted at 9 in a row.
That might make them feel a bit better. It's been a woeful performance. It's amounted to nothing. Can they keep the footy this time? Leaves it behind. They've given it back. Martin, Darcy. They've got winners all over the park. Good disciplined defence. Look at him go. Out of the congestion. They've put themselves under pressure. Brown takes the hand pass. That could be a goal-saving tackle. Reed fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Somehow release the ball.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
It's hard to find a winner for them today. Thilthorpe gets to the front spot. Parker. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Punched away. Zeeble. Only a behind.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Davis tasked with the kick in. Brown. Great body work. He's got an option in the centre square. Franklin. That might attract a pack. Marshall has a vice-like grip. They've got them on the overlap. Burton making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Hine, he's so clean with the footy. Fay has found some space. Clark with a chance to run. He might have thought about the corridor. Darcy takes an excellent grab. That's an aggressive handball. Collins. Inside 50 with the kick. Brown had his name written all over it. They're toying with them now. Hawkins is like a magnet in that forward line.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Struck it well. No problems there.
On the board with his first. That'll boost his confidence.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. He's set upon. Hawkins running in support. He'll be sore in the morning, and we will do it all again. Marshall had his measure today. Crunching tackle. Sloan. He's wriggled clear. Hawkins. Brown. He put himself in the line of fire. No easy exit. Burton. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Marshall punches it out of the ruck. Reed. He just dropped it. Parker. Met solidly. Gaff. Thilthorpe. This is good footy. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Hearn wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Henry read that well. Mitchell kicking for his first. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. The two big men do battle. Martin, Hawkins, working hard and being rewarded. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Franklin, that's one for the highlights reel.
Forwards dream of these shots.
Leans back and drills it.
Well, what more can you say? We're running out of superlatives here.
Underway once more. Marshall, the winner there. Martin, terrific tackle. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Good ruck work. Mundy attracted a crowd. They've bottled it up. Marshall palms it down. Mundy at close quarters. Gets his kick despite the heat. Burton got to get it out of there. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Brown, it's a desperate tackle. A chance to clear now. Reed wins it back. Great mark.
Nothing.
It's not an easy kick, but I tell you what, he's made it look easy.
Case of too strong and too good. I don't think there was much more the defender could have done.
Away we go once more. Martin rolling the sleeves up. Brown cops some unwanted attention. Closed him down. Hawkins. Reed runs in and bangs it home.
He's just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
Marshall with a deft tap. Martin. Brown. Marks. Will he go the bomb? This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
It's valuable when your midfielders pick the right moment to go forward and kick a goal.
The big men fly. Martin, they're putting on a clinic. What a game he's having. Clark spoils. He's caught. They're still cracking in hard, deep into this match. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Reed. We've got another stoppage. Rucks go at it. I don't think he meant to smother it. Desperate defence. Hogan. Marshall bursts through the tackle. Goal inside. He's got it.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
Marshall gets his hand to it. Martin. It's a tough game. They're going nowhere and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Punch clear. Mundy. There goes the kick. Inside the 50. Brown read it well and claims the mark.
He hasn't missed yet. Can he keep a clean sheet?
The aerialist will battle for this ball. It's a goal.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body. Then went back and put it straight through the middle.
Marshall is giving him a bar. Martin. Brown. That's a big play.
They just haven't had an answer for him, nor many of his teammates, to be fair.
We've seen him do this before, and he's done it again. Have some of that, he says.
Anything seems possible for them today. They are having a day out.
Marshall has rucked tirelessly. Martin. Brown. At centre-half forward. They're playing with purpose and poise. Switkowski has it within range.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Marshall showing his skills. Martin should be in the votes today. They're playing like champions. It's an exhibition in attacking footy.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Marshall wins it down. Martin, he'll feel that one. Sloan, so influential today. Brilliant fend off. Slick hands. In towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
Marshall looking for territory. Martin can send them into attack. 100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. They'll enjoy the review of this match. That all systems go for what should be a beauty. The big men fly. Martin delivers it inside 50. Brown has it within range. Searching kick. Sloan. They've worked it well.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
Kicks at goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat.
He could have a bag in the offing if the delivery continues to be that good.
Back in the middle. Martin, the midfield battle so important. He's run into trouble. Gets the kick away. Collins takes an excellent grab. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Mundy. He doesn't waste many. Reed marks on centre wing. Kicks to space. Sloan had it and lost it. Terrific tackle. Side bottom. Probing ball. Quality delivery by foot. Fox. Can he hit a target? That's a fine mark in the back pocket, and they might have dodged a bullet. He's generally a good kick. Peatling with the big fist. Yo was committed to the contest.
Call for a push.
Slick hands. Cripps. Solid tackle. Yo throws it on the boot. Brown marks it centre half forward. What's he got on offer? Good disciplined defence. Franklin loves the hard stuff. He'll feel that one. Martin, he's wrapped up. A goal-scoring opportunity may have gone begging there. Doesn't often waste it. Not his finest moment. He's made a hot start to this match. Franklin gets to the front spot.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
It's too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
So they've got a couple now, and they're looking dangerous. Martin, Sloan. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Punched away. Heppel. Crunching tackle. McRae. He's under close attention. The umpire will have it. Marshall wins the hit out. Mundy, Reed, Martin. You can see their confidence growing. Hogan couldn't quite. It's a hot footy. Switkowski runs in and bangs it home.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
Well, if they weren't concerned before, they should be now. Martin fighting hard. Brown is the man on the spot and is marked. Heads for the pocket. Who's front and centre? It's no place for the faint-hearted. That's a bruising tackle. They've given it back. Terrific forward pressure. No free kick. And they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Marshall slaps it out. Mundy, somehow he gets clear. He's got it!
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
Starts don't come much more impressive than this. Marshall showing his skills. Martin kicks inside the forward 50. No easy exit. They've coughed it up. Brilliant fend-off. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Side bottom, looking to peg one back. Fox, that's good work rate. The defence is disorganised. McRae has floated forward.
They should be on the board with a goal.
Goes goalward, and he's off target.
Gee, he'll be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
He's off. Hearn with the footy. Gee, they're playing well. Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other, clearly. But there's a long way to go. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Sometimes there is such a thing as getting ahead too far too soon. Having a sizable lead can change your mentality, make you conservative or perhaps complacent. They'll expect a response from their opposition, but they just need to keep doing what's got them into such a great position.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. And they're away. Marshall rolling the sleeves up. Brown closed him down. Mundy lurking menacingly. Brushes aside the would-be tackler. It's there!
They move that ball beautifully indeed. They're hard to defend at their skillful best.
It's not over yet, but it might be soon. It's a tough game. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Mundy trying to find a path. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Side bottom. That's skillful. That passage of play promised more. They'll be disappointed. Cripps, Yo, handballs it to nobody. They've put themselves under pressure. Just shoveled it out. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. He'll be sore in the morning. Yo. This is exciting footy. Delivers it inside 50. Brown, strong grab. They're well drilled. Reed in the clear and marks uncontested.
For a lead in excess of 40 points.
Good looking kick, that'll do. It's a goal.
They had to be patient, but they were able to pick their way through and eventually score.
It's looking every bit a blowout at this stage. Martin, they've got winners all over the park. Switkowski, that's a big play.
He'll take something special, but maybe it's that kind of day.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it.
They're really opening them up. And right now, they have no answers to the onslaught.
They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. Mundy under pressure. He's stopped in his tracks. Martin runs onto it. He's caught.
The crowd cries ball and they get their wish.
Normally delivers. Fox. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Maynard picks off the pass. Moving the footy laterally. Good thinking and good execution too. And they're away. Yo lays it off. Cripps heads towards the half-forward flank. Brown. Can they get another one? Honours the lead. They're irrepressible at the moment. They're running rings around them.
He's got it right where you want it. No excuses not to finish the job.
Struck it well. No problems there.
He's just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. They cannot keep him quiet. You can't question his commitment. His field kicking is normally first rate. Side bottom. Brown. That could be a goal-saving tackle. They've worked it well. He just dropped it.
Must be holding the ball, and it is.
It's a high kick, a real rainmaker. Turned over on centre wing. Can anyone take a mark? Marshall, great body work.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
A perfect 10. They're drowning in honey today.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Marshall is giving him a bath. Martin. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. The two big men do battle. How will the umpire see this? Marshall, Reed. And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
One wonders whether these players were given a good old-fashioned spray at half-time. They've been terrible. They just haven't had their heads in the game, save for a handful of exceptions. Maybe the fear of being blown off the park will motivate them into a better second half.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. It's there!
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Early indications are that nothing's changed following half-time. Martin, was he held without it? He's suddenly a popular man. Hawkins. I've liked his game today. A promising build-up amounts to nothing. Clever kick. Franklin, within range, can make them pay. Heads for full forward. Side bottom, in heavy traffic. Going for territory. Collins wins it back. Great mark. Can he find a teammate? Marshall. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Look at him go. That's not a mark. Goes long. No one can mark. Marshall needs to be quick. Gives him a good old-fashioned don't argue. They're hungry for more. Switkowski fumbles it. Brown. It's a goal.
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
Everything they've touched has turned to goal today. Met solidly. Sloan. He's set upon. Well done. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Martin cops some unwanted attention. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Into trouble. Swallow. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Can't take it. Peatling will keep coming. Hearn wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. What can they generate? Maynard working hard and presenting well. Manages to find a teammate. Darcy. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Hogan got to the right position and hung on. Maybe he could have gone himself. Franklin gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Can he impose himself on the match? They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here. They're toying with them now. He's normally better than that. Gets his kick despite the heat. Hearn takes an excellent grab. Delivers to centre half forward. Marshall had his name written all over it. They're moving the footy quickly. Greenwood had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Hine working hard and being rewarded. Playing for pride now. It must be his birthday. Sets a task for the forwards. Spud Frawley would have loved that one and will have a throw in.
How's it look down there, Gary?
The forwards can't be held responsible when the ball isn't getting down there. The midfielders must shoulder the blame.
Marshall with a deft tap. Mundy leading from the front. Sloan. Darcy. It's a goal.
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
Underway once more. Marshall looking for territory. Martin. McRae. Hine running in support. They're a big chance here. Maynard claims a terrific contested mark at centre half back. They've got time to put the kettle on. Marshall has a vice-like grip. He's hit up the lead. They're bloodthirsty today. Terrific grab there.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
The ball's been living at one end. McRae can keep it moving, hoping for a big contested grab. Cripps making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. That's a dreadful hand pass, truth told. Peatling in the right spot. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. The aerialist will battle for this ball. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Marshall wins it. Heppel, can he get it out? It's been that kind of day for them. It's a high ball. No one can mark. Fends off well. Through the centre square he goes. He just keeps racking up disposals. They've turned it over. That's good vision. Cripps got a fist in, and a moment for the players to catch their breath.
One wonders which side will be happy to hear the final siren.
Marshall, the winner there. Martin, he'll feel that one. They're still cracking in hard, deep into this match. Punch clear. Got the handball away. Mundy, Marshall. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Darcy does the crumbing. Good build-up. He's under close attention.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Ignoring the corridor for now. That's an impressive mark. Big ball to be won here. Second effort needed. Collins in the centre square. They must be feeling sorry for them. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Brown. He's got support. Marshall. He's everywhere at the moment. This is champagne footy. Towards the goal mouth. Punched away. Hine. And they're out of trouble. Mundy reads the ball so well. What a game he's having. Franklin is the man on the spot and is marked. That's poor play. Keen to keep it moving. They take the advantage. Marshall cuts it off. They're leading them a merry dance. Hogan can just about finish it himself. Kicking for his first. Brown will save his teammates' blushes. Into the pocket he goes. Swallow desperate to win it back. Good penetration on the kick. Collins read that one like a book. They're playing with purpose and poise. Unable to get it inside 50. Heppel up and under. Pern intercepts. It's a dominant display. Brown. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Not his finest moment. Not a lot of positives today. Heppel gets to the front spot. Crosses the paint. Herman is like the Rock of Gibraltar. Kicks to a contest. Hine read that well. Good kick. Fox knew where the help was. McRae takes the hand pass. Solid tackle. That's unusual. Reed dishes it off. Mundy, Marshall. It's a tough game. Finally, they go inside 50. Hine with the intercept mark. Kicks laterally. Franklin chops it off. Sloan, what can he do with it? Pushes him away. He's on song today, but he's missed this one.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Back into play. Generosity is a wonderful quality, but not on a football field. That didn't travel far enough. He'll be sore in the morning. Owies, can they find a late goal? McRae, Fox, couldn't get an effective disposal. Mundy, he's kicked it high. Punched away. Hine only knows one way. A chance to clear now. That's well played. He might have thought about the corridor. Yo intercepts on centre wing. Was he taken high?
Run down. Great chase.
Full time. There was only ever one winner today. That is a crushing victory, and they will be delighted with it. A lot has been said about this match during the week. Time to find out who's right and who's wrong. They have a good understanding, those two. Cops some unwanted attention. What's he got on offer? Mundy, he's besieged. Franklin runs in and bangs it home.
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
The first goal didn't take long. Solid tackle. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Meek with a deft tap. Walters, an ill-directed hand pass. Marshall, Haynes, one step ahead. Atkins. He might have thought about the corridor. Towards half forward with the kick. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Normally delivers. Yo, good tackle. Hearn. Pickett gets to it first. Does well under pressure. Jones. Can he find a teammate? Davis is worth his weight in goal. That's skillful. He's hit up the lead. Searching kick. Quality delivery by foot. Doesn't often waste it. Darcy at centre half back. The aerialist will battle for this ball. Hawkins. Ignoring the corridor for now. Marshall on a lead. Just has to hit a target. Franklin working hard and being rewarded. It's online. Will it have the carry? Luck's of fortune. It'll be a goal anyway.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's got it.
It's too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
So they've got a couple now, and they're looking dangerous. That's a bruising tackle. Reed gets the kick away. No one can mark. Fox closed him down. Throws it on the boot. Switkowski desperate to win it back. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
They'll bide their time. Buse takes a beauty. Can he hit a target? They could be vulnerable here. Kicks to half forward. Franklin. On the non-preferred. Good disciplined defence. Brown. Switkowski. It's there!
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Marriage looms large as usual.
This will be a great goal if he can kick it.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Always unlikely from there, but he is capable.
Away he goes. Hearn to bring it back in. Honours the lead. Clever kick. Hogan just had to get it out. Franklin. Marshall. They've worked it well. You can see their confidence growing. Brown has a way of drawing the footy. Maybe he could have gone himself. Hawkins on the end of it. They are cutting them up with their ball movement.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
He could have a bag in the offing if the delivery continues to be that good.
Starts don't come much more impressive than this. Pickett, he's stopped in his tracks. Thought his way through it. Hearn wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. And they're away. Who's front and centre? Hawkins leading by example. It's a tough game. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Defence 101 there. Marriage, terrific tackle. Kicking for his first. Hurley read it like good defenders do. Kicks laterally. Mundy with a chance to relieve the pressure. What a hand pass. Hurley. They're playing with purpose and poise. Darcy. Burns making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. And we'll have a throw in. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
A slow start needn't be fatal. It's just a case of ensuring you do the basics as well as you can and getting that work rate right up.
Walters, Pickett. Bit of a nothing kick. Meek has charged into space. Can he be the fire starter? This is good ball movement. Heads for full forward. Thilthorpe wins the contest hands down.
Straight in front, should not miss.
They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Atkins, unable to get it inside 50. He's got an option in the centre square. Marshall takes it at centre half-back. He's generally a good kick. Yo. Keeps it low. Martin marks on centre wing. Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other clearly, but there's a long way to go. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
If I've got my spectators hat on, this game needs more goals. It's been a drab affair so far. If I've got my coach's hat on, I'm loving how difficult not only the defenders but the midfielders are making it for the opposition to score. I'd be tempted to ask for some quicker, more direct ball movement.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, good thinking and good execution too. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Bruce spoils. Yo gets loose. He's everywhere at the moment. He's normally better than that. Mundy lurking menacingly. Marchbank is calm in a crisis. He'll be sore in the morning. Evades the tackle. He's got it!
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
It's a comfortable margin, but they wouldn't want to rest on their laurels. They've got good chemistry, those two. Haynes, he'll feel that one. Mundy, that's smart play under pressure. Has to be clean. Hawkins knew the tackle was coming.
The crowd cries, ball, and they get their wish.
His field kicking is normally first rate. Cripps wins it back. Great mark. They'll compete inside the 50. Franklin is the target, and he marks. Careful ball movement. Sloan has marked in front of goal.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
Back in the middle. The two big men do battle. He's run into trouble. Can they get another one? Franklin. That one was always his. Only a question of who will get the goal. Fox. Terrific forward pressure. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Atkins. He's set upon. Dangerous place to turn it over. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Marshall showing his skills. Mundy. They're playing for keeps.
You've got to be quicker than that.
A chance to clear now. Yo spoils. Jones turns it over in the middle. Mundy. This is promising. Avoids the tackle. 3 in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
If he wasn't such a big ball winner, he'd make a very good forward. He's certainly got great goal sense.
They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Reed, he might have thought about hand passing. That's poor play. Hurley takes an excellent grab. Some indirect ball movement here. The kick was centimetre perfect. They've got winners all over the park. Reed. They're irrepressible at the moment. Mundy working hard and presenting well. Hogan marks. Will he go the bomb? That might attract a pack. Buse got a fist in. Going at his second. It's a goal.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. Meek, the winner there. Pickett on the same page as his ruck. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. Into the middle with the kick. Brown is hard to beat one-on-one. They're a big chance here. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Fox. Meek. Greg Williams would have been proud of that one. Pickett. Up and under. Thilthorpe is so strong one-on-one.
He got there first, and he might have their second in a moment.
This should be a goal. No problem.
So important to get the reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
Maybe there's a glimmer of hope. Just a glimmer. Crunching tackle. Pickett. Hearn showing why he's such a good defender. He doesn't waste many. Yo. Probing ball. Gee, they're playing well. Lays it off. Cripps. Reed in the right spot. Was that a legal disposal?
He had prior opportunity.
It's hard to find a winner for them today. Leaves it behind. Jones. Solid tackle. Heads for the pocket. Evans has a vice-like grip.
He'll expect to convert this.
Should kick the goal now, and does.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
They've got a couple back, but they need to keep coming. Meek got his palm to it. Hobbs. Suddenly there's some belief about them. Hearn! Can you believe it? Oh, that's incredible. What can they generate? Manages to find a teammate. Look at the distance on that hand pass. Kicks to space. Martin. They're well drilled. Hawkins in the clear on centre wing. Gets his kick despite the heat. Jones tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Desperate defence. Hogan. Nice little give.
That's strange. Did he forget where he was?
Back into play. He's hit up the lead. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Darcy intercepts on centre wing. Delivers to centre half forward. Hogan might be just outside his range. Towards the goal mouth. Spud Brawley would have loved that one. Sloan has eyes only for the footy. He's got it!
5 goals for the quarter, and these forwards are certainly earning their money.
It's not over yet, but it might be soon. Meek with the tap. Walters. He's wrapped up. Atkins. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all.
It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
If you're a neutral, well, of course we are, the first half wasn't the contest we'd hoped for. We've got one side functioning at a high level, very cohesive, very skillful, and the other side has been left in their wake, seemingly with few ideas. If they don't try something different, the second half will be more of the same.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Jones to bring it in. He had one job, and he made a meal of it.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
This one might be settled now. Walters. He's caught. They're leading them a merry dance. Mundy dishes it off. Williams gets back and should repel. Atkins. Good-looking kick. Pickett. Useful hand pass. I've liked his game today. Hobbs. This is promising. Well played. Can he impose himself on the match? Hearn went bang.
Gary, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The forwards can't be held responsible when the ball isn't getting down there. The midfielders must shoulder the blame.
Meek got his palm to it. Atkins fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He's got it!
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. He'll be happy with that.
Underway once more. Punch clear. Walters. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Closed him down. Not a lot of space to work with. Atkins. Good tackle. Hobbs. Well, that's not like him. Martin. Sloan. Reed. Got the handball away. Takes the logical option. Well played. His vision was excellent. It's a goal.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Pickett. Feeling the heat. Cops some unwanted attention. Martin, Cripps, Marshall, farms it out. It's there!
They're just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
The scoreboard's about to fall over, it's so lopsided. Meek wins it down. Walters, how will the umpire see this? Pickett. That's an aggressive handball. Atkins, in towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Hearn to bring it in. Reed can keep it moving. Towards the boundary line. The kick is precise. It's a dominant display. Cripps. Good handball. Yo. This is getting ugly. That's a strong mark. Delightfully done. I think he called for that. Step ladder time. Franklin. Key contest coming up. Buse, Spoils, Fox. It's a tough game. This for 3 on the trot, and he steers it through.
If you turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Walters, he's besieged. That was almost handed to him. Mundy, Cripps, terrific tackle. Takes the responsibility, just needs to finish. Finish he does.
Good teams need goal-kicking midfielders, and he's certainly one of those.
It's all one-way traffic now. Walters, he ran into a brick wall. Pickett, Bruce, marks at centre-half forward. He hasn't kicked it very well. Oh, my word! Up and away!
Kicking at his first.
No problems there.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Good kick. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Rucks go at it. Mundy. He's already got one. Now he's got 2.
It eases the pressure on the forwards when you have midfielders chipping in.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Walters. There goes the kick. Inside the 50. Can't take it. Hurley saw that coming. Collins running in support. It's no place for the faint-hearted. That's a fine mark in the back pocket, and they might have dodged a bullet. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. A good kick here, and they'll be in business. Mundy, slick hands. Read it well and intercepted it on centre wing. Playing for pride now. Collins cuts them off at halfback. Can they get something going? Second effort needed. He's stopped in his tracks. Walters crosses the paint. Marriage sets sail for home, and he has delivered.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
Away we go once more. The big men fly. Martin, they're playing like champions. Honours the lead. This will be their first entry for a while. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. Pickett. Hurried kick goes very wide. Burns. He hasn't been himself today. Collins with a big fist. Boot to ball just in time. That passage of play promised more. They'll be disappointed. No short options, so he'll roost it long down the line. Darcy. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show.
Time to check in with Gary.
The only interest left in this one is the final margin, unless something remarkable happens. When you're getting beaten like this, you've got to look for positives wherever you can find them. You can never just write a game off and say it's not our day. You have to get something out of it.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Collins wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Who was he aiming for? No one can mark. And out of play. Marshall with a deft tap. Martin. Thumped away. Hawkins. Brown takes the hand pass. Good build-up. He's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
Meek slaps it out. Burns. Walters. They've coughed it up. They must be feeling sorry for them. Not a lot of positives today. Maynard. Collins. Reed. Normally creative. What a game he's having. Sloan. Looking for two in a row. Punched away. Fends off well. Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of the stick. It's a behind. Marchbank with the footy. What can they muster from the back half? Goes very wide. Haynes, strong grab. Picking their way through. They could be vulnerable here. Franklin wins the contest hands down. He hasn't struck that well at all. Let's call it a pass.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Meek has rucked tirelessly. Walters looking to peg one back. Oh, what about that for a mark?
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough?
That's his first blemish. He's been kicking very well.
Away he goes. Hearn heads to the pocket. They're a pleasure to watch. He's got under that one. Sloan. Clever handball. Reed just shoveled it out. You can't question his commitment. Mundy. It's there!
They're really opening them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
Good ruck work. Burns. He'll be sore in the morning. Dealt with the pressure. Cripps. He's got support. Hawkins. They're bloodthirsty today. It's an exhibition in attacking footy. Hogan. It's a goal.
Well, what more can you say? We're running out of superlatives here.
The two big men do battle. Burns. There goes the kick. Inside the 50. Maynard fumbles it. Terrific forward pressure. Martin.
In the back is the call.
They're toying with them now. Cripps. That's good work rate. Goes laterally. Yo. Incisive handball. That'll work. This is promising. Showing some dare. Alarm bells are ringing. Mundy. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
He hasn't missed one yet. He hasn't looked like missing. What a game he's having.
Meek wins it out of the centre. Jones. He's suddenly a popular man. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Lohman. Hearn ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. It's a high ball. Evans spoils. Crunching tackle. Squeezes the kick. Sloppy disposal. And we'll have a throw in.
One wonders which side will be happy to hear the final siren.
Meek showing his skills. Atkins. He's been dispossessed. Martin. Sloan. Reed. Into the pocket he goes. Hughes wins it back. Great mark. That'll go close to the line. Williams. Hearn spoils. Martin on centre wing. He's set upon. Good hands. Looking to extend this margin. Franklin has it within range.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment. The other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Walters, he's run into trouble. He just keeps racking up disposals. Franklin, that's a big play.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
There aren't many teams who can go with them when they're playing like this. They're firing on all cylinders.
Marshall looking for territory. Martin, so influential today. Hughes had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. That's good vision. It's been that kind of day for them. Who's at home? Punched away. Marchbank. Solid tackle. Walters. Hawkins gets in the way. Martin for a second goal today. It'll have to wait. He's missed. They've struggled to get it past the centre. Switkowski met solidly. Reed runs onto it. It's a desperate tackle. Hawkins loves the hard stuff. Full time. There was only ever one winner today. That is a crushing victory, and they will be delighted. We're ready for a start. Marshall wins the first tap. Martin, he's stopped in his tracks. Longmire, Hawkins. He's going for home, and why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
He might just be in for a big day.
1 goal straight plays, no score. Marshall with a deft tap. Martin, Hawkins. Looking to extend this margin. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Searching kick. Hearn, Spoils, Williams, Walters, Zeeble. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the board.
So, a goal each. The two big men do battle. Martin throws it on the boot. Brown drops into the hole and marks.
These half chances can often be the difference.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
Goal for goal early. Marshall wins it out of the centre. Martin will be important as always. Narkle, good kick. Yo takes an excellent grab. What can they build here? Franklin working hard and presenting well. Moving the footy laterally. Longmire got to the right position and hung on.
He'll expect to convert this.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
He's looking ominous already. There might just be a bag on offer today.
Back in the middle. Marshall slaps it out. Martin, he's hit up the lead.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
He's already got one. Now he's got two.
He could have a bag in the offing if the delivery continues to be that good.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Martin, Mundy, he's under close attention. Hawkins running in support. Brown fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Williams. That's an aggressive handball. Adams, they need to hit the scoreboard here. Well played.
This is an opportunity to settle some anxieties and get their teeth into the contest.
How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Marshall wins it down. Martin. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Good ruck work. Mundy. He ran into a brick wall. Hawkins. Marshall. That could be a goal-saving tackle. Brown. He's set upon. Longmire. It's there!
They've got 5 for the quarter now, and there's time for more too.
Away we go once more. Marshall with the tap. Martin. Brown. Hawkins under pressure. This for 2 in a row. He's got it, and they've pinched a break.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Kicks inside the forward 50. Brown commands the footy.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
In towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work.
What a start he's made to this match. 3 in the first term.
We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. We've seen him do this before, and he's done it again. Have some of that, he says.
They're really opening them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
It's not over yet, but it might be soon. They're huffing and puffing. Brown takes the mark and can extend the margin.
4 straight so far today, and kicking beautifully.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
This one might be settled now. Martin. It's a tough game. Walters. Williams takes the hand pass. Lohman. Look at him go. Peatling. He's suddenly a popular man. Going for goal. Flirting with the post.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
Maybe there's a glimmer of hope. Just a glimmer. Marshall showing his skills. Closed him down. Longmire. Hawkins. Reed had some assistance. What a game he's having. He's drilled his forward.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Martin. They've got winners all over the park. Longmire working hard and being rewarded. Going at his first, and he's got it.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Martin, he's caught. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Marshall punches it out of the ruck. Martin, good vision there. Longmire, he's put them to the sword today. And that's number 5.
5 straight for him now. He's been deadly accurate.
I don't think anyone tipped this. It's been all one-way traffic. Martin leading from the front. Heads towards the half-forward flank. Edwards, Hawkins. It's a desperate tackle.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Doesn't often waste it. Hewitt. That might attract a pack. That's a strong mark. Who's at home? They must tidy up their kicking. Slick hands. Well done. He's generally a good kick. No one can mark. Adams thought his way through it. Hewitt. I'm not sure I believe what I've just seen. This match is surely over already.
Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
It doesn't happen too often that a game has been decided by quarter time, but that might be the case here. One side has been magnificent and the other has had no answers at all. We might have to start flicking through the record books at some stage.
Couldn't agree more, Gary. Thanks for that.
They just haven't had an answer for him, nor many of his teammates, to be fair.
Gets onto it. No trouble with the distance, but only a behind.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Haynes to bring it back in. The kick was centimetre perfect. Banks in the clear. And they're away. Maynard making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Morrison. Hurley judged the flight well. They're leading them a merry dance. Darcy. He might have thought about the corridor. Martin. His field kicking is normally first rate. Can he find a teammate? Brown. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Hogan on the end of it. They are cutting them up with their ball movement.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
Leans back and drills it.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
It's all one-way traffic now. Marshall is giving him a bar. Knew the tackle was coming. Reed, Longmire with a little bit of time. This is travelling close to the behind post. A disappointing effort.
He completely miscued that.
Can he hit a target? Collins wins it back. Great mark. Francis with the big fist. Brown goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of the stick. It's a behind.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Haynes to bring it in. A chance to clear now. Cole, strong grab. Normally delivers. Hearn cuts it off. Careful ball movement. Edwards marks on centre wing. Can he impose himself on the match? Good thinking and good execution too. They're playing like champions. Hawkins gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
They were looking likely to score for a little while. Finally, they found a way through.
Everything they've touched has turned to goal today. Martin. Narkle, desperate to win it back. Quality delivery by foot. What's he got on offer? Williams lays it off. Ross, they're building something dangerous here. Peatling at centre half forward. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Underway once more. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Plenty of heat in this game. Edwards couldn't quite. He's not one to take a backward step. That's a dreadful hand pass, truth told. Marshall heads them off at the pass.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment. The other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Great to see him pull out the torp. It's a decent effort. but it will only register a minor score.
Perhaps he should have looked to lay that one off. He'd missed more of those than he'd kick.
Banks to bring it back in. Narkle with a chance to run. Cole, that's good work rate. Haynes picking their way through. Takes the logical option. He's so clean with the footy. Adams. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Walters wins the contest hands down. Bit of a nothing kick. Hewitt, it sits and he's in business. He's off target.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Hearn to bring it in. Honours the lead. They've got time to put the kettle on. No one can mark. Collins. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Reed, a model of consistency, gathers it cleanly on the wing. This deserves a goal. Brown has a vice-like grip. What a game he's having. Mundy slips the tackle. He's got it.
They took the right options in moving that ball forward and were able to take the opportunity when it presented.
Marshall had his measure today. Martin, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Hawkins absorbs the pressure, pushes him away. It's a goal!
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
Punch clear. Martin, he's everywhere at the moment. Leaves it behind. Hawkins, he's besieged. Brown runs in and bangs it home.
5 goals for the quarter, and these forwards are certainly earning their money.
The big men fly. Mundy, that's a legal disposal, isn't it?
Run down, great chase.
Second effort needed. He'll be sore in the morning. Zeeble. They've got them on the overlap. Lohman has it within range.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you really need to take.
Hearn goes towards half-back. No one can mark, and they see it out. Williams got his palm to it. Adams is there. Darcy gathers. And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming.
Time to check in with Gary.
If you're a neutral, well, of course we are, the first half wasn't the contest we'd hoped for. We've got one side functioning at a high level, very cohesive, very skillful, and the other side has been left in their wake, seemingly with few ideas. If they don't try something different, the second half will be more of the same.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
Well, it's one thing to take the contested mark, but another to have the composure to finish off your good work.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Longmire cops some unwanted attention. Marshall has one already. Now it's 2.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
Rucks go at it. Martin, crunching tackle. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Marshall with a deft tap. Martin, Edwards had it and lost it. Hawkins, just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper. Henry, the distance is the only problem. Never looked like being a goal. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Hewitt got a fist in. Yo gives him a good old-fashioned don't argue. Mundy couldn't get a disposal.
Tries to take him on and loses.
Williams has it now on centre wing. And inside 50 goes begging. By hand, Hearn. It's a dominant display. Hewitt spoils, and out it goes.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
The forwards can't be held responsible when the ball isn't getting down there. The midfielders must shoulder the blame.
Good ruck work. Farah gathers. Gets his kick despite the heat. Williams. Shield. That's skillful. Hewitt. He's kicked it high. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
When you're copping a hiding, it's the little things you can hang your hat on. That was better movement of the footy.
Struck it well. No problems there.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
Marshall wins the hit out. Martin, Hawkins, turned over. The kick is a poor one. Is anyone home? Good disciplined defence. Zeeble attracted a crowd. Shield. He hasn't been himself today. Marshall takes an excellent grab. They'll bide their time. Thumped away. Dempsey displaying great endeavour. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Reed. Brown. Crosses the paint. Franklin. They've worked it well.
I'll back him to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
Marshall punches it out of the ruck. Martin. The umpire will have it. The two big men do battle. Mundy. What can he manufacture? Hine is there in defence. Playing for pride now. Morrison. Ross. Probing ball. Adams. Looking to peg one back. It's been that kind of day for them. I've liked his game today. Marshall. Good handball. Reed navigated the traffic. Brown. That's a bruising tackle. They've worked it well. It's there!
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
Marshall has rucked tirelessly. Martin. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Mundy. Can they get another one? Edwards. What a mark.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
Don't tell me he's going to kick it from there.
That's a rare miss. They've been deadly accurate today.
Haynes goes towards half-back. Little wonder they're getting smashed with kicking like that. The defence has fallen down. Ross in the thick of it as ever. They've given it up. Heads for the pocket. Punched away. Hine. Terrific forward pressure. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Marshall showing his skills. It's a tough game. Clean pickup. Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Marshall is giving him a bath. Mundy. He's caught. Williams. Adams. Farms it out. Lohman. Clever kick. Ross at half-back. Ignoring the corridor for now. They could be vulnerable here. Kicks to space. Collins. Can the defenders repel them again? Brown uses the body well.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
Three in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
There's probably not a lot the defender could have done there. Sometimes you've just got to take your medicine.
Shield, sloppy hands, and they've turned it over. He'll feel that one. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Marshall wins it down. Mundy, Martin. What can he do with it? They've put themselves under pressure. Gets the kick away. Davis is a rock in defence. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Marshall wins the tap. Martin closed him down. Hawkins into the action again already. That's an impressive mark. Going for territory. Can they get themselves a consolation prize?
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
Showing exactly why they want the ball in his hands.
That might make them feel a bit better. It's been a woeful performance. Martin, so influential today. Edwards, he put himself in the line of fire. How will the umpire see this? It's there!
On the board with his first, that'll boost his confidence.
Marshall looking for territory. They've got good chemistry, those two. Hawkins, terrific tackle. Not a lot of positives today. Williams read it well and claims the mark. Zeeble towards half forward with the kick. He's normally better than that. Who was he aiming for? Collins dishes it off. Darcy, centering ball. Franklin is hard to beat one-on-one.
This for number 3.
It's not an easy kick, but I tell you what, he's made it look easy.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today. His confidence must be soaring.
Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Martin. Oh, my word. Up, up and away.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's done with.
Well, what more can you say? We're running out of superlatives here.
Marshall had his measure today. Martin. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Punch clear. Mundy. Penetrating ball. Defence 101 there. Ross. It's no place for the faint-hearted. It's a hot footy. Brilliant fend-off. Out of the congestion. Mundy. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
The big men fly. Martin, solid tackle. They're still cracking in hard, deep into this match. Marshall got his palm to it. Mundy, he'll be sore in the morning. Longmire, he's stopped in his tracks. It's there!
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
Marshall wins it. Martin should be in the votes today. Adams, Williams, I think he called for that. Mundy, Longmire, good build-up. He ran into a brick wall. You can't question his commitment. Brown, Martin. It's a desperate tackle.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
What can they generate? Marshall wins it back. Great mark.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
He's having a go, but that's not his best. It was always missing.
Always unlikely from there, but he is capable.
Right up the guts with the kick in. Owies! Tony Modra would have been proud of that. Ross, that'll be play on. Williams. He's besieged. Peatling, well played. His vision was excellent. He's got it!
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
This has been a real smashing. Can they paper over a few cracks? Marshall wins it. Martin, he's set upon. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Rucks go at it. Adams rolling the sleeves up. Good looking kick. Can't take it. Walters in the centre square. It's on line. Will it have the carry? Hurley judged that superbly. They're playing with purpose and poise. Honours the lead. They're toying with them now. They're a pleasure to watch. Martin delivers to centre half forward. Hawkins all on his own.
This is going to have to be a terrific kick, but he's certainly capable.
Goes long. Francis went bang. Hine. And they're out of trouble. The kick lets them down. Can they find a late goal? Cripps has a vice-like grip.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Marshall smashes it out of there. Martin. The umpire calls for it as full-time approaches. Good ruck work. Mundy knew where the help was. He hasn't kicked it very well. 100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. They'll enjoy the review of this match.